We're Glenn and Sheryl Taylor. We welcome you to Tayl-Wind Farm, which was established here in 1982 in Cassville, New York, which is in central New York State. Our family moved here in 1982. My mom and dad started this farm after moving from a dairy farm that had been in our family in Massachusetts for many years. My dad and I farmed here after I got out of college in 1987. And then most recently, for about the last 10 years, my wife Sheryl and I have been running the farm. We crop about 550 acres, raising alfalfa, corn for silage, and corn for grain, as well as soybeans. Our herd consists of 200 Holstein cattle, as well as replacements for the herd. The work on Tayl-Wind Farm is done by my wife and I, and with the addition of 3 full-time employees and generally a couple of part-time employees. We started on June 20th in 2012, putting the first cows through the robotic system. When we got somewhat interested in the project, we contacted the local salesman out of Seneca Falls with Finger Lakes Dairy Services, and they were very involved right from day one when we sat down with the salesman. Every dairy is a little different as far as where you locate and how you make the setup work. Right from the first day that we started milking with the Lely astronauts, we did see a climb in production. We've seen 2 or 3 pounds, and that was steady for quite some time. We also see that our udder health has improved, and we have more information to manage these cows with this system. What has become so evident to us over time is how the behavior of the cows is out in the freestall itself. They're so much calmer and quieter when you walk around the barn.
The Lely T4C program is a software that we operate with the robotic milking system. Just shows us in a brief glance how the herd is doing, how the cows are doing at any point in time. It gives you a tremendous amount of information on each cow and the herd and individual groups as we set them up. We can find behavior information, temperature information, milk quality information, visit information on each cow every hour of the day. The capability of the T4C program is something that's very impressive.
The Lely Juno 100 we felt was an intricate part of this decision to go robotics. If the cows are milking around the clock and doing things without people having to be here and running the equipment, besides milking, they're going to be up eating and consuming the feed, and the feed needs to be pushed up to them at the bunk if they're going to continue to be productive and have maximum dry matter intake. The cows will actually gravitate towards the feed bunk when they hear the Juno actually pushing the feed and making its rounds. They have become accustomed to knowing that when the Juno's running, an abundant supply of fresh feed is pushed close to them. The robotic milking system that we put in here has helped with the schedules and the flexibilities of our employees as well as ourselves. The employees aren't having to report to work at 4:30 in the morning, start the milking shift, and we're all out of here and home earlier than the 8 or 8:30 or occasionally 9 o'clock at night that we used to be with our old milking system. When we're asked what we think of this system and if we're glad we did it and if we recommend it, and we quite enthusiastically say yes, that it's been a good move for us.